This solution can be easily expanded to include on-prem office locations by adding in site-to-site VPN connections to each of the clouds. By doing this, you create a hybrid cloud environment whereby you can choose data placement between on-premise and whichever cloud you want. As you can see from this diagram, I have now added in an on-prem piece. This includes 3 HyperStore nodes and a firewall. In this case I'm using pfSense, which is also performing the IPsec VPN functions. So this is how we are connecting out to each of the other cloud providers. We also have an external IP address, which the load balancer, and then onto the HyperStore nodes. If we log into the on-prem environment, it's using VMware ESXi 7. And if we look at the virtual machines, we have our HyperStore nodes, which are on-prem 1, 2 and 3. We then have our on-prem firewall, which is pfSense, and we have our on-prem load balancer, which is Cloudian's HyperBalance. To add a DC using HyperStore is very straightforward. First of all, if you log in with administrator credentials, go to the Cluster tab, and once here you have this box which you can click in with New DC. There's a confirmation saying this operation can't be reverted, but once in this wizard you can enter the metadata replication factor. Normally it starts off with 3. We can give it a data center name of on-prem, a host name, for example node 1, an IP address, a root password, and normally as we're adding more than one node we can click this button here. In this case I'm going to try adding 3, and you can see it auto-fills the majority of the details, taking the first as a template, which means you only need to change the final digit rather than entering all the information again. At this point you can hit execute and it'll be added to the cluster. I've already done this for our environment here, and as you can see we have an on-prem DC with on-prem 01, on-prem 02 and on-prem 03 as the nodes. This goes in nicely with the rest of the cluster, and as you can see we've got the GCP, AWS, Azure and now on-prem to complete this hybrid cloud. I hope that you've enjoyed this demonstration and it has given you some insight into what is possible with Cloudian HyperStore in a hybrid or multi-cloud environment.